Are all beliefs bad? Well, saying that all beliefs are bad would be a belief. So it's kind of paradoxical in that sense. It'd be what we call a meta belief, a belief about a belief. Um, I don't know if this idea sounds foreign to you, all beliefs being bad or not, but on the spiritual um, path to awakening, you'll often hear different people, different sources saying things about beliefs. Um, Basically, we have a lot of beliefs that we take for granted. There's a lot of things that we wouldn't even consider a belief. But if you look at it, um, it's self evident that it is a belief. It just takes some looking. Um, if your goal is to be awakened, then you could think of beliefs as being obstacles. And you could say all beliefs are obstacles. Even this belief, even the belief all beliefs are obstacles is an obstacle. Um, but you could also try to take your time with how you dismantle your beliefs. You could also go right for the heart of it. It's actually pretty hard to do that because, like I said, it's kind of seems to be a process of discovering and digging deeper and deeper. Um, what's a belief? On the other hand, beliefs are not good or bad. And anytime you're labeling something like that, you're creating a belief. So it's good to be conscious of your judgments on your beliefs as you go through this processless process. It's a belief to even call it a process. um, but yeah, it's okay to have beliefs. You shouldn't judge anyone who has beliefs. There's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with not being awake on a existential level, at least. There's nothing wrong with it. But on a practical level, beliefs do seem to cause a lot of issues when people have different beliefs. Um, they can clash. It can cause fighting. It can cause demonization. It can even cause wars. Um, and Also, our beliefs can kind of lock us into different patterns of behavior because we're not really like thinking critically for ourselves, um, observing the way things really are. We're looking at everything through a belief, and that belief is also influencing how we behave. So when you adopt a belief system, you're becoming more and more um, unconscious in a sense. Um, But on the other hand to that, there's also beliefs that are helpful. And if you're operating on the level of beliefs, meaning that you have a belief system, an overarching belief system that everything else is kind of framed within. If that's just the way that you operate, and if you do, you're not even gonna be very aware of it if you are at all. Um, then there's not really much you can do sometimes to get out of it, especially if you want to do it quickly. So, from being within that mode of living, um, if you're going to use beliefs, then some beliefs are healthier and better than others. So, if you've certain beliefs about being a good person or being healthy or you know, if it's something that gives you good work ethic or whatever it might be, like those beliefs can be good and helpful. And either way, you shouldn't really judge people because if they're in the mode of beliefs, they can't really help it. Um, but it can be really hard for them to kind of see outside of that box. It's good to be a good influence for those types of people, but you also don't want to be pushy because that's not going to get through to them. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm over here. If you want to kind of step outside that box, I support it. Something like that. But yeah, so are all beliefs bad? Well, it depends on your goal, I guess, or not, whatever. It depends on you. It depends on you. It depends on the context. That's, I think, what I'm looking for. The context. If you're trying to become awakened, then you could think, instead of calling all beliefs bad, let's call them obstacles. Okay. And yes, I'd say every single one of them, even the belief that they're obstacles, is an obstacle. I wouldn't call them bad, and I wouldn't fall into the trap, which is an easy trap to fall into, of judging yourself over your beliefs and also judging others. But also on the other hand, if you're somebody who's not going for awakening, you don't even really know much about it, or you're just starting to learn about it, um, or you don't know anything about it, then which I kind of doubt if you're watching this channel, you probably have caught on a little bit that this is a lot of this content is about spirituality and awakening. Also, just anything that comes to mind that could be interesting to talk about. Um, but yeah, if you're not into any of that stuff, then and you're just like operating on the level of beliefs entirely, or mostly, then there are good and healthy beliefs, and there are unhealthy beliefs relative to your survival and to the good of others. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please hit the subscribe button. And if you know anybody who might like this, then please hit the share button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.